with Dhyan. Jnana Yoga with knowledge. So Kriya Yoga, what is that thing that we must do? Kriya is thing that must happen. Automatically happen. Things that must be there, autopilot. There are so many Kriyas happen in our body. But we do a lot of karmas. The Kriyas are our breath is happening. The reactions are happening. Cell biology, there is so much that's going on. Expansion, contraction of lungs is happening. There are Kriyas that are happening automatically. Patanjali Maharshi, who is one of the greatest proponents of meditation, said, Tapaha Swadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanena Kriya Yoga. In his Yoga Sutras that is written, 4-part series. What is Kriya Yoga? What is it that we must do? He said, Tapaha Swadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanena Kriya Yoga. There's a bunch of Sanskrit words. And of course, there is so much depth in our Vedic knowledge, our philosophers, our meaning here, Indian philosophers. It's good to understand these three, that they are saying they should become kriyas in our daily life. End goal is for liberation. Liberation is getting free from suffering. Spiritual science now explains that the end goal is to experience life to the fullest. Liberation, but while experiencing to the full, because we've taken a body to experience life. We're not here to renounce the body. Sannyasam is not to give up things. Brahmacharya is not to give up things. The more we understand spiritual science, the more we know that we are here to experience life fully, not get into that mode of suffering. So if you do these three, of course, samadhama is what needs to happen. And if you do these three, tapaha, swadhyaya, ishvara pranidhanena, 3 things. Tapaha means reducing the needs of the body. Slowly. Less talking. First thing to start with. Less talking. Less thinking. Optimize sleeping. Less sleeping. Less eating. Our body gains so much energy through meditation, so much energy. And so we know it. Many of us know it. The more we meditate, the less we need to take physically, because we keep going beyond physical body limitations. What we thought as limitation. I mean, there's no physical body limitation, it's in the mind as a limitation. Otherwise, it's not possible for thousands, so many people, yogis, to live eating very less. So from vegetarian to fruitarian to breatharian, if we wish so. But tapaha is to reduce the needs of the body so that it supports us beautifully towards being in our higher vibration. Through energy, we support it, not with the physical food, because it still requires a lot of energy to be consumed to transform it into energy. But that energy, prana, is coming. Prana is coming through the breath. So perfect, the proper breathing. And then, of course, prana is significantly coming through meditation, significantly, while meditation is conserving a lot of energy through all the unwanted thought and needs. So tapaha is to gradually reduce the needs of the body. With dhyana, is happening automatically. So we don't need to do anything. But it's good to do fasting every now and then. Swadhyaya is to the study of self by ourselves, to know more about ourselves by observing ourselves and then by observing everybody else that they are there, which is nothing but reading and then knowing about listening to others' experiences, listening to others' experiences and carefully contemplating about our experiences. Swadhyaya. No more. In order to, if the mind is tuned towards a higher model of experience, and then Swadhyaya will help us to know more, contemplate more about higher experiences by learning more expansive, liberating statements. Our body is the biggest pharmaceutical machine. Explore it. Go through others' experiences. Listen to others' experiences. Read books. Books are nothing but experiences, distilled wisdom of somebody for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years of their experience. So read books. Swadhyaya. Apaha Swadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanena Kriya Yoga Patanjali Maharshi. So read books. We have sent this recommended list. Richard Bach. This statement, when I read it in the year 2002, and it was amazing. And then every time I read this, I just feel so powerful. The depth of the mark of your ignorance in injustice and tragedy. The mark of your ignorance in injustice and tragedy is the depth of your belief. So the mark of your belief in injustice and tragedy is the depth of your ignorance. The same statement I heard in the year 2002 and in the year 99 onwards. Suffering is due to individual ignorance. Avidya, ignorance. Buddha said suffering is due to Trishna, but Trishna is due to ignorance. That is the statement if you go deeper into the Buddha's teaching. Trishna is due to ignorance, lack of knowledge, ignorance. We don't know. We cause so many illnesses to the body and so much of aggressiveness to the mind by eating meat. We don't know about it. We feel, we just think that that is required. That's how we've been conditioned. It's a fact. People didn't know that there's another choice. Ignorance. So the depth, the mark of your belief in injustice and tragedy is the depth of your ignorance about it. There's no injustice and tragedy. That's what Richard Bach is saying. And we feel everything is tragic and everything is, there's so much injustice going on in the world. Why is that? Why is this great master saying it? What does it mean? Can we go into it? When we start doing spiritual study, we read the books of Lobsang Rampa, Third Eye, You Forever, Patriji's book that he says he's got enlightened is by this book called You Forever. Injustice and the tragedy, no. And he's one master saying. And then if you read books of Lobsang Rampa, then you understand, oh, we are body anyway, nothing, but we are this energy body. Then we know how to go through this, how to watch the energy body, how can I travel through astral body. Everything is there. And then he's giving us the tools to go and then go through these astral experiences to feel, okay, there is so much out there. So what am I then feeling that this is so little? We read quantum physics now understands anyway tells us the body is so little. So if injustice and tragedy is all about this body, the matter, and that's 0.01%. So where is our attention on then? The matter is 0.01%. All our experience of life, the whole universe, material is 0.01%. It is so tiny, so minuscule. Then if we realize that we are so huge, then injustice and tragedy become nothing. And the whole existence, Earth is so tiny. And so then we know where we are within Earth and our experience within that. To brand it and say, I'm cheated. To brand it and say it's because of them. Swadhyaya. Osho's books. People have branded Osho and say, not gone. I'll tell you, when I read this book first time, Satyam Shivam Sundaram, yes, I was blown away. If anybody has a wrong notion about Osho, I promise that you please take a book and then read it. Just an amazing, amazing master who has learned everybody, learned every other master of the world. And then so he gives us so much stories and so much of wisdom that he brings. Gives us so many of clarity of things, what each master's path is. And then living life to the full in the present moment. What does it mean to love? Book of man, book of woman, book of children, White Lotus. It's amazing. I read a book called Sex to Superconsciousness, branded wrongly. Must read these books. If sex gives the highest bliss in physical body, superconsciousness, getting the highest bliss through meditation, there is some connection. He helps you to just think through many angles. Swami Rama and Autobiography Yogis, Living with Himalayan Masters by Swami Rama, and then Autobiography Yogi. We must read this. Your Autobiography Yogi is all about the Siddha Mahathir Babaji. If India has a prime minister, every country has a prime minister, will there be some in the energy field which is infinite? Can there be some guardians? Can there be? Or will it not? Is it random existence? If Bangalore has a mayor, Karnataka has a chief minister, India has a prime minister, can they be guardians? Can or not? Should we disbelieve directly because we don't see it? Or can we be guardians? I was showing a dialogue from this movie. Was it Kartikeya? I don't know. He's talking about Anupam Kher was talking about Krishna. Just because you don't see, you think he's not there, and then he talks about some 20 different qualities of Krishna. So these books, Yogananda Paramahamsa, the Autobiography of Yogi, talks about the Siddha, the Mahathir Babaji, who is known to be there for more than 2,000 years as a guardian there in this whole energy places and assisting people who go there to do deep sadhana. Let's know about that. Worldwide, so many people talk about the meditation, they're connecting to the energy. It cannot be so much hallucination by so many people. So we read that. And then Himalaya, Living with Himalayan Masters, he talks about the powers of people sitting in there in Himalayas. And then we say our body and then our mind, and we have so much power. We limit ourselves constantly. So these books expand our consciousness. Swadhyaya. So that means it's leading us towards higher experience. Ishvara Pranidhanena, to recognize that there is this greater intelligence. It is not random existence. If we are intelligent, then there's got to be something that's more intelligent that's out there sitting and then experiencing it. Is it one? Is it infinite? Could be infinite if everything is infinite. And so there's infinite ways things are there. Is one Big Bang is what created it? That's one explanation. It's one explanation. How is it possible to say in the infinite worlds, infinite spaces, there is only one Big Bang happening and things have got created? There are many ways it could have got created. Isn't it so? If there are infinite, everything is infinite. So then what do? We explore. So then we keep reading. And so then, of course, we understand it. So the third thing, the more we understand this, that thing exists, something exists out there. And when we go through a personal experience of synchronicities, of miraculous moments, something came. How do I know? I don't know. That deep accident, I was that close to getting knocked off. But I don't know what happened, but I just turned. So I'm safe. Nothing happened, just a little bit of bruise, that's all. How many times we had these moments? Something is there. It is trying to, they're trying, always observing. That's consciousness, is awareness, is always paying attention. So Ishvara Pranidhana is to recognize that there is something exists. And so then we are recognizing and then being in that state of awareness that there is something higher exists, that I am in unison with it, I am in coherence with it. We do these three, they become Kriya Yoga. So they have to become natural to us. Natural. Kriya means it's happening automatically. So naturally we are going away and reducing the needs. Naturally we are reading, expanding our knowledge. So we become the greatest student in front of everyone, learning from everybody. I used to not like, believe me, listening to experiences in the beginning of my practice. In the first 5 years, when Patriji would start my experiences, okay, now you share, I used to shut off my ears or find a way to sneak out, thinking that it's a waste of time. I used to do that. Thinking it's a waste of time, experiences, now I can go finish. I got the subject from Patriji, I finished my meditation, I go. But only later I understood the importance of it, that every experience can be unique and can be different, and every experience is helping us reinforce our learning or to extend the learning. And sometimes it can just liberate us. One statement from one experience can completely liberate us, have a new meaning to the way we live life. One statement. I was there in a class the other day. I spoke for 2 hours. Then one person said, I've noted one point, no complaints, no judgments. Something struck me about this word. No complaints, no judgments. I'm going to go after it. I think this is a changer for me. So I used to go away, but now I understand the importance of it. This keeps experience. Patriji said one day, experiences keep expanding your third eye capability, your ability to discern right and wrong, to understand your past and future connection. Experiences help us to improve our third eye capability, because now you see 10 people have one type of experience, another 10 for another type. So then you have an ability to understand. When you get an experience of similar, you see, what's happening there. You can understand better, because they're going to say, this experience means this to me. So you get to understand, okay, this is what it means, this is what it means. Then we understand our experiences better. So dear friends, Tapaha, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhana are three things for Kriya Yoga. Must happen. And our meditation is helping us in all faculties. Every day we experience this Ishvara. Meditation increases the faculties of the brain. It helps us receive more, increase the neural connections, mark more, so we can learn more. While it makes the mind empty, so no empty cups, we receive more. And the nature is taking care of the body. Less sleep, all the things less anyway. We all are going to experience this. Only if we are willing to, and it's going to give us more and more intuitional signals. But if you hold on to my doctor said this, I got to sleep 8 hours. My doctor said this, I got to have 2,000 calories. My doctor said this, I can't have it. I can't have this sweet. If we keep holding on to these beliefs, these things, then we'll be where we are all the time. Up to us. If we want to experiment with the signals that we receive, then we'll progress pretty quickly in the path of realization, which is about leading a life of happy, joyous, infinite, abundant life. Let's go to meditation, dear friends. Quite a bit of time. Relax yourself. We'll complete our understanding about the 5-step process of manifestation after meditation. So we're practicing breath mindfulness meditation and Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind and stay in the state of emptiness. The meditation is called breath mindfulness meditation. It's simple. With your eyes closed, remove the spectacles if you're wearing. Close your eyes. Second is fingers into fingers. Hands comfortably in your lap. Place them in your lap comfortably. Cross your feet at ankle. That's the posture. Sit relaxed and then observe your breath. Take a reference point anywhere on the nose, preferably in the middle of the eyebrows, and observe that breath going in and coming out, your natural breath. And observe your natural breath. The mind is becoming empty. And slowly, mind is becoming empty, thoughts are coming down, and then be in that state of emptiness for as long as you can. Thoughts will come back in. Initially, they're slowly going down, but they come back again because that's the nature of the mind, beautiful mind. Friendly mind when you have to utilize it appropriately, but we want to give it a rest for some time. And so thoughts are going to come. And then we can bring our attention back to the breath. When we recognize we are thinking, attention back to the breath. Again, observe. And observe again, we go back to empty state, slowly. That empty state is the energy, this consciousness, quantum field of energy. Day 1, day 2 of this program, we explained enough in detail about that. So that energy, we're going to be in that state of energy with that emptiness. That's our goal. And we are practicing something called heart elevation process before we go into this breath mindfulness meditation. Just follow my guidance, dear friends. Relax yourself, sit comfortably with your eyes closed. Relax your body. Scan your body from head to toe. Relax. So, dear friends, dear masters, keep your hands on your chest area and rest your attention on your sacred heart. With a slow, long, relaxing breath, can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the rhythm, the beat of your loving heart, this seat of all emotions, which is there with you before you even knew about yourself. Your primary connection into this quantum field of your experiences of life. I want you to connect with it, feel it, love it, dear friends, appreciate it. Be grateful to it. feel the energy, feel the rhythm, the beat of your heart center with a greater love for life, with a greater passion for your life. Recollect an experience where you felt enormous love, joy, gratitude from your past, from your present, and relive that moment. And feel that energy of love, of joy, or whatever. Relive that moment and feel that energy. Inside your beautiful heart. The more you experience this energy of love, of joy, the more you become coherent with all things and everybody. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, with your eyes closed. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. we are going into powerful group meditation. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. When we observe our breath, our mind becomes empty. And as the mind is becoming empty, we experience a greater emptiness, energy, that quantum field. become aware of that emptiness, inside of you, all around you, as you became one with your breath. When we empty your mind of all thought, we move away from matter. We experience that greater emptiness, that quantum field of energy. Allow yourself to experience that endless depth of that emptiness, that blackness. If you find yourself distracted in thought, go back to observing your breath, dear friends, and slowly become empty. yourself. To experience that emptiness, that energy. Merge into your breath. Merge into that emptiness, that void. Spreading far and wide. This is the field of wisdom, the field of energy, the field of consciousness. The place of all creation, everything that we ever experienced or will experience is here in this field of energy as possibilities. you stay aware of this energy, that emptiness, the more you tune in to the abundance of these possibilities. Become aware of that emptiness all around. This is your divine self, the place of all connectedness. The more you experience this emptiness, that energy, the more whole you become. The more you experience that one heart, that one life, Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, you keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes. Okay, friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. Objectives of a program are to gain excellence in everything we do. Excellence in life means more experience of life, and then each experience to be lived fully, mindfully, joyfully. So on one side, we meditate to understand, increase our understanding, to learn knowledge, to increase our understanding, create more and not get attached to anything. Creating more gives newer experiences, then gives us the ability to excel in that experiences. Only if you stay detached. So both are essential. So we were understanding about the ability to manifest, the 5-step manifestation process. So Monday, we understood 2 of the 5 steps. The foundation is thoughts and feelings create a reality. We got this. We sorted this out through that quantum field of energy, double slit experimentation. We can go back and refer to this. We can read books by Dr. Amit Goswami. We got to get this clear that this is how things are happening. And then we experiment to have a personal experience to conclude it. But once we conclude, to have our attention, if our thoughts and feelings create a reality, it's all about changing our thought and feeling to something more in the direction that we want. Pretty simple. It's called a state of being. It's called a personality. If a personality changes, because 90% we operate through a subconscious mind, 90% operate through subconscious mind, that autopilot mind. When we change our personality, then we start having experiences based on the new personality, because that's what becomes a new program in a subconscious mind. And so to change that personality, we're learning in many ways. But here are a few steps that we practice to specifically focus on things that we want. While we change our personality, in general, we're receiving things into our life. These 5 steps are part of the changing of personality. If we understand these 5 steps and then deeply imbibe them, subconscious, then we've got it. We've got everything that we want in our life, experience it. The first step, we said, develop focus, one-point mindedness. Not going to go into it. It not just means concentration. It means having great health, having great emotional regulation, having excellence in our memory. We feel like we can participate in life, no matter what age it is. no matter how my body is feeling, having that powers of the mind. That's what focus means, that when you have all these three there, then we are able to focus without interruptions, without distractions. The second step we said is then we are open to recognize their infinite possibilities, meaning their infinite experiences. Recognize one, their infinite experiences, and two, recognize that the experience are being created through our own thought and intent. That's how the quantum field is working. They're created by our own thought and intent. What can be created? Anything can be created. And so anything can be created. So anything is possible to happen into our life. And so be open to the possibilities until the last moment. Until the very last moment, that if you feel there is a timeline, then until the last moment. In field of manifestation, there's no time and space. When it's going to happen, where it's going to happen is not ours. It's happening to the best of everything that is there. But it's happening. So best is to go beyond time. And then if you do have time, then wait till the last moment. Anything can happen. So developing openness to possibilities is allowing us to draw that experience into our life, because we don't block it. We don't conclude beforehand based on our limited analytical mind and past experience, right? Develop openness to possibilities. For this to happen, we need to have sufficient attention into the field regularly, into the quantum field through the meditation, and we need to keep dropping our past experiences, unwanted past analysis. Meditation is the foundation for this. Third one, and we are talking about this and the 4 and 5 today in the next 15 minutes. Third one is setting goals and visualize. Goal means intention. I want you to take that way. But if you have a goal that I want to grow my business, I want to know about myself, I want to help this non-profit, I want to start my or company, or I don't know, my job, whatever that is. I want to take care of my village. I want to do this thing. Farmers have a lot of challenges. I feel like drawn towards it. I need to go and help them. But we have these goals, but we have to have enough strength to go after it. Now, a lot of times it's not there, is because that may not be the one that you really care. Having goals that you're passionate about, goals that you feel excited every day, because every goal that you got, if you met it, that means if you got it into your life, you wanted to go and help these farmers, so you thought you'll go and start some kind of a consultancy for them, and you're doing it already. If the goal is there, then if you met the goal, the best way to know whether you're excited or not is to look through the experiences of what you will go through if you met your goal. In other way, why do you want what you want? Do we have enough clarity? I want to go to that place where these farmers are struggling, and I want to set up a consultancy. That is your goal. Yes, you set up a consultancy. And if you wanted 50 people to work with you, you got it. You got 50 people, you're together, you're working, helping. So then what happens to your life? What experience you're seeking to have that consultancy set up there in the first place? Is it going to give you deep satisfaction? Is it going to make you proud? Or you feel that as people are changing there, then that's going to increase the environmental strength of that place? Is that one of the experiences that you feel that is going to happen? What is that you're looking for, of why you wanted the consultancy to be set up in that remote area? What is it? Do you have clarity? What experiences you want to seek? Because ultimately, we're always seeking different experiences. Life is full of experience. We seek experiences, and a lot of times we confuse between experience versus a thing or a person or a place. I want my business to grow is there. I want to set up my company is there. But behind that goal, what experience you're looking for? You want a company because you want freedom to operate. If that is an experience, then you visualize on it that you got that freedom. You are your own boss. You're making decisions. You are freely executing things. You're not constrained about things. You feel it, wherever today you felt and things that are being stopped from you. And then if you have that clarity that you are doing this start a company business because you got the freedom to operate. You got the you are monetizing a lot more. And so then you have a lot more other experience that are coming through that monetary benefit. So imagine and visualize about those benefits. Do you have clarity? I want 1,000 crore business. Okay, so 1,000 crore business is given. What are you going to do with it? Do you even know what does it mean to run 1,000 crore business? How many people? And then if the people are there, what happens? What is the life of a business owner, a CEO who is running 1,000 crore business? What is the life of that person? What experience they go through? If you don't know what it means, then we are simply wishfully thinking there, just as a mind-based play. But if you have clarity, the reason you want 1,000 crore business is because that empowers you enough to significantly put an R&D budget towards doing something special. Suppose that's your goal. You need enough R&D money. Or you want to cause a significant impact into that area. Let's say you want to go into the microfinance business to cause enough impact to the people. So you have got that in the back of the mind. You got to go and then visualize that. You got to go and visualize this R&D experience that you're trying to do. You got to visualize the underlying experience. So having a goal that you're passionate about. A lot of times people want the health to be back, but then they do not have clarity of why. I can manage and then live through my health. If I already withdrawn from life and say, oh, bahut ho gaya, so I'm anyway old, I can't do much. So then there's nothing to look for. When you have nothing to look for, not excited enough to dream about and visualize about, then how can you heal yourself? How can you heal yourself? Feeling energetic, feeling joyous, feeling buoyant does not require health to be there, but we need to first have those feelings, and the feelings come when you have a purpose. When you have a purpose, when you know why you're asking for, dear friends, and then so automatically you can visualize about experiences. So the third step is saying that we must dream about and visualize about those experiences that are coming out of the goals that you set for yourself. Goals will happen automatically if you dream about the experiences. Because when you dream about the experiences, they're going to draw that are required, that are coming into your life. And for that, the quantum field is organizing itself in a way that it sets up all the pre-events for you. For me, getting Buddha's quantum foundation to grow was a requirement. It was essential. And so then and what is my experience? And I'm dreaming and I'm visualizing that now people are empowering themselves, that we are scientifically enabling corporates so that when they move their dollars towards something more for a greater community. We are visualizing that peaceful planet, that corporate planet where everybody is free. So every time we visualize, then we are a lot more specific. We're doing things in the UN, we are doing things with governments. We've got specific visualizations. And when we do that, we attracted Padmashri Karthikeyan sir, we attracted Balasubramaniam ji, we attracted Ramani sir, we attracted many, many leaders who are saying we would like to be joined. That's the synchronicities of how the conscious quantum field organizes every one of them behind. Now, it doesn't have to be just a non-profit work. It can be anything. My company, when I was visualizing, dreaming about how I can enable myself to contribute to building pyramids, or how I can enable myself to teach in corporate, enable myself to travel around the world, experience these energetic places. Now, these are my visualizations that are there in my mind. And when I was doing so, and then, of course, I was realizing about how the team, the investors, everything that is there, they are happy, and visualizing how our products are used. beautifully around the world. These are visualizations. And then all of that was centered around a goal of our company suddenly getting acquired. The goal was the acquisition, but then visualization is about experiences. If the acquisition happened, then all of those will come true. And so when I was doing that, dear friends, the synchronicities happened. We were not expecting an IBM to come forward because we were hardly doing any work with them. We were deep in bed with HP, business language. Deep in bed is, okay, we are there as a partner. We were going after them, but then synchronicity comes and then says, here is the potential opportunity for you. And then quantum field organizing itself in the reverse direction. When you seek experiences, the goal needs to happen so that experiences get fulfilled, and so things will happen. The experience will get fulfilled. Your goal may be met, may not be met, partially, fully, doesn't matter. All you seek is experience, and so it can happen. And so dreaming and visualizing about a set of experiences which are based on your goals is essential for us to move our energy towards that all the time. And visualization is about reprogramming yourself. So how long we do, and if we do it, for example, if you want that health to be there, your legs are happy, your back is great, so now you are able to go and then climb up, trek up. You're participating in your community activities back again like we used to do. So you visualize those every day. And your meditation, end of meditation, you visualize 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes you take. Visualize. It's called fake it till you make it. That means you're visualizing and dreaming in our mind so that we slowly we program our subconscious. When our subconscious is programmed, then it's operating for us. We become more efficient. When we understand how the brain is working, neuroscience-wise, we become more efficient. Why not? Why not I use something that is there intelligently capable? And so we visualize, we actively think about, feel about our future experience as if it is true, and we prime our mind, we trick our brain to think that experience is there because it does not recognize it. If they cannot recognize physically happening, it's happening in your inner world. It's all the same. And so we do the visualization. So we program our subconscious. Do it for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. If you are a person, until it is there in your life, do it. I have done it like that. I always do that way. Dream about and visualize about experiences with a clear goal, but the goal is that you need to be passionate about. So with meditation, we get to know, we gain more clarity. We choose the right experiences to have. Once we have a greater house, we no longer are seeking a 10-bedroom house now. We no longer seek a palace now. If it is required, so be it. That's fine. If that's what you feel about, it's fine. But then there's the worries that, hey, where am I going? Am I getting carried away with this whole process? Not at all. Meditation will not let us do it. Meditation will make us to be sane and spiritual, insane, not very insane in materiality. It will make us sane in gaining material experiences. Absolutely, we'll be very sane. We'll be conscious in creation. Once we experience it, it'll move us naturally towards higher experience. We experienced our house, we move towards something greater, no longer another bigger house and things like that, right? We naturally move towards higher experience. That's given. But we cannot hold our desires and suppress the desires and feel victim and feel that I cannot do it. My life is this way. I don't have it. All that is, friends, the key is in our hands, is happening with our visualization, having a goal and dream about it, without doubt, without hesitation, without uncertainty. So the fourth thing, dear friends, is reprogramming limiting beliefs. This is a big thing. We are operating with any number of limiting beliefs. Friday, I'm going to cover specifically around money and how we reject money, how we disallow prosperity to come into our life with a belief that we don't even realize we carry it ourselves. But the beliefs are there, everything from health to from relationships. And we just make a belief that this person is going to be like this. We brand the person. So we got a strong belief about a perception about a person. And so then we lifelong live with that person like that. Conclude it. And so we create it because our feelings create. Beliefs are the deep inside subconscious, right? It defines our personality. I don't have enough. I'm not from a good background. My company cannot go because there's too much competition. Believe, because we lose deals 3 times, and then so we come to this conclusion that there is too much competition and it's so difficult. I cannot sell enough because we fail 3 times. Somebody gives us 3 comments and say, I cannot even present well. I mean, what a jerk I am. I don't have that skill. And we slowly withdraw. That self prophecy is there about Lord. So all of these are beliefs about ourselves, about people around, and the markets around, whatever that is, right? There are any number of beliefs. We circulate a document. Nanaji, please take this, and we should circulate this beliefs document for people to go through and look at and say, what is my beliefs? I don't have time. I didn't realize I don't have time is the biggest belief. It is the biggest limiting factor that people have. I don't have time. Experiment it. Change that and say, if Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji can give 90 minutes of time for yoga and meditation, I am giving every day. It is possible. There are busiest people in the world are giving time for meditation, so I'm able to do it. I can do inspiration. Take them as inspiration, not to compare. But you can reprogram a belief by writing an empowering belief that is giving simply an example of somebody having done that in a similar situation as you. Right? Similar situation as you. If they're able to take time and then do things, you can do too. If you say, I've got my hand full with my children and this and that, then look at other people who are also have the same, but they're able to do it. Just take inspiration, one way of doing it. But the beliefs can be reprogrammed, by real awareness. First, we have to have awareness. What is my current thought? That's your meditation. Awareness is built. So we catch those limiting beliefs. They're deeply buried inside our mind, inside our subconscious, deep inside. Money gives problems. Somewhere we have seen in the childhood. So we don't even know that we carry that belief. And so then we keep rejecting every time something bigger comes. We reject the company of rich people because of some hesitation about something very uncomfortable. Our body responds because that subconsciously it programmed itself with a past experience and childhood experience. And so it responds pretty quickly, and so we move away. And so we don't even realize we are losing our opportunities when we carry these beliefs. This is the biggest factor. I had 5 beliefs. When I was working on Synovia, I had 5 limiting beliefs. Mind you, I was meditating by then 13 years into my meditation. This was somewhere in 2016, 15. And I carried 5 beliefs when I started examining. And I started working on one by one. And then slowly I do believe that all of this helped. And so regular reading, expanding our knowledge is the best way to drop our beliefs. Best way. Best way. There's a book by Vegetarianism and Islam. Vegetarianism and Islam. There is a master, Mufizar, or somebody who written the book. Trying to see it and find it tomorrow. There is that. It is there everywhere. It is there. That then beliefs, right? We form everything. Naturally, we form. Think of so many beliefs you carry. Everybody is same. Everybody is same. Everybody's got the same potential. Aham Brahmasmi is true for everybody. Indian Vedic scriptures did not put an exception fine print. And if it is so, then why is a limitation? It's only in our mind. And so the subconscious beliefs must be programmed, dear friends. 3 ways: regular meditation, reading and reading and reading and reading and reading. No other option than to read. And third thing is develop some empowering beliefs, like I mentioned. Relate to somebody who has done it before you in a similar environment, similar situation, right? My health condition is so unique. I know they might have healed it, but I can't because mine is so unique. We always have a way to convince ourselves, Yeah, you guys can say my problems are different. You can say it. We convince ourselves. But then look at somebody, and similar is sufficient. If Anita Morjan is able to heal, if the security guard in Pyramid Valley healed his cancer Then you say, I can heal too. I need to go and see what they have done. They have done 12 hours of meditation every day. They have taken a break and they've gone into a place like Valley and then sat there and then meditated because it's important for them to continue their life. So they've done it. Are we doing it? That gives us enough idea of how they've done it. So that's why if you want to grow business, of course, we have to go to business conferences. We have to study autobiographies of great business leaders. You want to know more about yourself? Please read the books of all the masters of India or the world to know more about yourself, because that's what they've done. What have they done? What is their practice? Is they practice half an hour meditation every day and then realize half an hour meditation is a starting point? But if they've done, you might find somebody who's only done half an hour meditation, but realized and then lived a very, very beautiful, happy life. So you might find somebody, it is okay. But the point is, be in the company of them, their teaching, their understanding, to become that. So limiting beliefs will be overcome when we are reading and then reading and reading, and of course doing an developing empowering beliefs by looking at similar situation, similar people. So depending on where you want to grow, right? I want to become a great government officer. So look at all the great people who have ruled, who have done tremendous, beautiful things, rather than getting limited by the environment and say, the system does not allow me, it cripples me. Why not? We look at, there are people who have succeeded, who still been able to make a mark in what they've done. They made a mark in what they've done, even in the government too. So we only take, our attention is always on things of how they're not possible. But we got to look at those gems, those special moments, there are always people. Shining stars are there. We look at them. We take with them as inspiration and say, if Karthikeyan sir were able to handle the Rajiv Gandhi case so integrally, without fear, I can do my current situation so a lot more beautifully, a lot more courageously. Why not? If one person can do it, then I can do it too. That's their empowering belief, to overcome the fear of going in, to overcome that fear of, that all the environment, the political and all business environment is pushing me down, limiting me in having a fair investigation. But Sar has been that way, amazing. That's why he gained so much respect. He's always been very, very tough, courageous, integral, many things, as I gather and learn more about him. And so, dear friends, the last one is easy. Expressing gratitude. It's easy. We got to develop that habit. Start looking at positive things in every adversity. In good things, we look for positive, easy. We say thank you, easy. But in adversities, can you spot the positivity so that you can be grateful? Because a manifestation happens best. It happens best when we are happy in the moment. When you're happy in the moment, you're sending a very positive, loving, kind, expansive signal. When you are unhappy, then you're contracting, you're separating yourself from the field. And so then you limit your opportunity. So manifestation happens best when you're happy in the moment. So two things, express gratitude. So find positive and small things. Very little thing to big thing, there's so many. Find positivity, right? There is so many. I stop complaining about shoe when I see people don't have feet, roomy. There are people don't have feet. So be grateful about having feet to wear a shoe. So why worry about a Nike shoe and this shoe and that shoe are not there because it's so expensive? And so we are intelligent, we understand it. 40 million people die of hunger. We are here sitting in the comfort of our rooms exploring consciousness. So where is the limitation to what we want? So express gratitude. So then we send a positive signal, and so we attract more. Acceptance is essential in this process, because without acceptance, you can't be happy situations. How do I accept? If you understand, I am drawing positive experience into my life, then you take responsibility, it becomes easy to accept. My thoughts create reality. I come with a plan. In a company, you joined a company, and a company deputes you into a country. Now, you know very well this company has got a market and is want to go after that. and you made a decision to be there in the company. And so then you are a salesperson or a business leader that deputes you in that area. So there's no point cribbing about it, because you are the one who made a decision to be in the company, and then to be the growth of the company for your growth and their growth, right? That's a contract. You agreed. So you made a decision. So what's the point in cribbing and going through an experience in a country where you feel it's not safe, or you feel it's not big enough, on this and that, various reasons? It's our decision, it's our choice. If you don't like it, change it. Change your thought, change your feeling, and then automatically change to something else. But then once you made a decision, so you are the one who drawing experiences. So there is a bigger plan. So dear friends, the more we study spiritual science about our life, the more we have acceptance. Because without our intentions, nothing is created. That's now quantum physics. Without our intention, no energy becomes matter. It's not possible. It's all energy. It's all possibility. We are the ones with our intention wiring various possibilities to happen. And so, dear friends, this is the 5 steps to conclude. Develop one-pointed mindedness, single point focus. Develop openness to possibilities. Be open. Have a visualize and dream about future. It's there. Our infinite power of the mind is there. Why not use it? Right? Use this infinite power of the mind to visualize. Our meditation is supporting it greatly in increasing the faculties of the mind, right? And align to the goals so that you're passionate about something, you're going after it. So it is meaningful to you, it's meaningful for this everything, right? Because we fall in place with that piece of the puzzle. We're fitting into that puzzle. We know how we complete the puzzle. When we meditate, we gain clarity. What should I be doing? What should I be doing? And reprogramming limiting beliefs and accepting and expressing gratitude. All right, friends. Thank you very much. Now, what's the next steps on this, right? I've taken quite a bit of time. What's the next steps? The 5-step process, of course, we need to go into the depth of it to practice it. So we're doing a typical 2 to 3 day workshop. We may be able to schedule one. Right now, one into February, I know that we're scheduling, but then into November or so, we may be able to schedule one. Or we will launch an Udemy course on this. More detail, it'll be about 16 hours of practice and knowledge, going into the details of each step, and then with practicals. When we experience it some, then we know it, and then we know the process. And so, like Sridhar Saraswati said the other day, I know it. I know the process now. I know that I have the clarity because I've experienced it enough times. Right? It's like that Brahmarshi there with you. You can use it, not use it, up to you. That's how you feel. And so for that, we organize this program. And so there may be an Udemy course. By end of the month, we'll launch it, or there'll be a 3-day manifestation program online that we'll have that you probably want to go through to increase our understanding about this, right? Of course, all our facilitators have a lot of experience in this. You can talk to them and then understand a little more. And then several books are there. The books that we recommended in the 22 books, about 6-7 of them are around these concepts. No book puts them these 5 steps. They're all around this concept. So when you read them, you start off formulating your own process. Thank you very much. Yes, Naraji, any announcements, please, before I conclude?
Good morning, Masters. Today, book club session is there. Living with the Himalayan Masters at 8:15 to 9:15 IST, and evening also 8 to 9 p.m. also. So kindly join, Masters. And we have circulated self-assessment form to kindly fill it and submit, Masters. Thank you.
Yes. Anybody like to share an experience or two from your manifestations? Our questions around this process. All senior masters are there, as I see mostly. What are you practicing in your life today? What new books you may be reading that are related to this concept and you would like to share? I've been gifting a book called The Attitude is Everything by Jeff Keller to my team who is here around me. I like that book. It's an inspiration book written about 40 years ago. Pretty nice. Ultimately, it's about achieving things in life. Yes, the book is about it. Not the life. Yes, Gayatri madam.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. You don't have your video though.
Sir, here disturbance are there, sir, so I didn't know.
No problem. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, as I started this meditation, already I told my issues and all, sir. You may be remembering it. And yeah, after started this classes, in between past 1 week, I was totally disturbed. I unable to concentrate. Yesterday and day before yesterday also, I want to discuss about it, and I couldn't able to. But Karthikeyan's experience when he has shared, I'm little bit confident I have gained, sir, because so much busiest person, and this in this age he was so active and doing all these activities. It made me little bit gave some confidence to continue this process of meditation, sir. And yesterday and the day before yesterday, I was trying to concentrate, but I unable to, sir. I was worried about certain things, which makes me so much worried that full day I was upset, sir. Full day. Past 1 week, I have wasted my day like anything. That is what I want. That is what my question, sir. How can I come out from my emotional thing? I know that this is a great stupidity I make. I create one thought, expectation, and I'm sticking to that expectation. If it is not fulfilled, I am worrying about it, sir. I'm blaming the person from whom I was expecting. This is what I'm doing all this all many days, sir. And today's class, I got a clarification. Certainly, what I was expecting, what I was desiring to get an answer, today I got it, sir. That's what I want to express. So, as you said, desire and think of it, you will get it. So, past 1 week, I was searching answer for this, and today I got it. But still, I need more clarification regarding this, sir. Emotional feelings and expectation. That is the greatest disadvantage feeling I always having it, and I unable to coming out of it, sir. Otherwise, I am very good, a good professionalist, and I'm an entrepreneur also. But even though I'm doing all these activities, I'm because of this emotional and some kind of expectation, I'm spoiling my knowledge, everything. So I'm spoiling my experience, everything, sir. Without any goal, I'm just going on.
Madam, when
Yes,
did you
sir.
start meditation?
Sir, this October 19th, sir, when the classes start.
So you just started, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You started.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything other than continue to practice what we are doing.
Okay, sir.
That's all it is. Just continue to practice.
Okay.
And emotional intelligence, emotional regulation will come naturally because
Mm.
it's all tied to that past experience and then past things that are there. And
Yes,
then
sir.
meditation is naturally moving us into the present. It'll happen.
Okay,
Your
sir.
understanding will also make you drop several things like those expectations and this and that. All of that will go away over a period of time.
Okay, sir.
But you are on the path, so you just go with it, and then every day you're sincerely there and
Yes.
practicing it. Before you realize, you will come out and say here that this
Mm.
thing. So just continue, madam. That's all it is.
Yes, sir.
It happened to each and every one of us. It's got to happen to you.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Because I have gone through with a painful experience from past 10 years, and now I don't want to be in a pain. I want to live. I want to do something to the world like that. But uh, so I got an opportunity to come out from this meditation class which is given by you, which I thinking that this is a great opportunity to come out from all these kind of such stupid things. Now I realizing what I was doing is very stupidity, but even though I realized, but unable to come out of it. But after the meditation session today, I was in fully. I sat with the fully concentration. I meditated very well, sir, today. But yesterday, I want.
Sure. It's
Yes,
going to happen, madam.
yes, sir.
We'll have an understanding that every problem actually is an adventure.
Okay,
That's
sir.
what this process will move us to.
Oh,
I may not remove your pain, but we certainly will remove your suffering. You will remove your suffering by yourself.
yeah, okay, sir.
All right. That's what is going to
Uh,
happen. We all
mm,
look at that way, that in everything that we are experiencing,
mm,
a learning experience. What is an adventure?
yes, sir.
There is an adventure. Adventure is where you know that you are risking, but you know it's going to lead you to happiness and you are enjoying the journey. That's an
Mm,
adventure. So
yes,
look at
sir.
everything that way. You will.
Oh,
If you look at everything, the people will be the same. You know, many of people experience said it, right? In the same
okay,
situation, same people, now I'm different. Okay.
okay, sir.
So we'll move to that. Continue.
Okay, sir.
Talk
Sir,
to you make a phone call and talk to your facilitators. Please do that. Okay?
sir, to whom shall I call, sir?
You're not part of any WhatsApp group.
Yeah, I have, sir.
So talk to the facilitator, your team, your group in charge.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, one of my requests, sir. Sir, the books you have suggested, can you list out in the group so that we can buy those books, no, sir? Because during your class, I haven't noted down.
Rathanvel, are any facilitator want to answer that? Here is somebody who is already there in the group, but they not know about this list.
Already circulated, sir. Already circulated. Yeah, Ratnal sir just now circulated again.
Okay, sir. Then I will check it out,
So,
sir.
so here is the thing. I request all
Oh,
facilitators to repost our. There is a wisdom note and books that we released
okay, sir.
the first week. So we'll repost it again. Go back and refer to the wisdom notes. One of the wisdom note is about this 20 plus odd books are there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Our team will repost today for you. Everybody.
Okay, sir. So the music which you play during the after the finishing end of the session, that was wonderful, sir. Uh,
Madam, you have answer with the contact your facilitator. You got all
okay.
answers with the facilitator.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, sir. Okay, sir. Sure.
Please ask these there. Here we have
Uh,
100 people. 100 people, we should utilize the time maximum effectively.
yes, sir. Sure, sir. Then I will
Do
talk
that.
to him. Yes, sir.
Every question should be like that. It should
Okay.
be beneficial to everybody.
Yeah.
Right. It should be
Yes.
beneficial to everybody so that we are utilizing everyone's time most effectively.
Oh, yeah. Sure, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Rajesh Rao garu.
I was part of the last 40 days also, and then I'm continuing here also. But at the same time, I do my own meditation about from 4:30 to 6 because I just create a Google Meet link, send it to friends. Whoever wants to join, just join silently. I play some music. So and then 6 o'clock I come here. But one thing which I appreciate is I thought that in your sessions you put that audio recording, but then sometimes when I'm not meditating, I'm doing something. I saw that each and every meditation you are guiding personally. You are live on that, and that is what I wanted an appreciation for the effort that you put for growth of others. And of course, it has helped me a lot. I have been doing this for a long time, and it is also connected with what I am doing presently. And yeah, everything is an experience right now, and I'm passing it to the others also, and that is what is I have been doing for last 10 years, but now it has become a little bit more.
Nice, sir. Very nice, Rajesh Rao garu. When the flower is blossoming, fragrance cannot be stopped. It cannot be stopped, but the blossoming is naturally needs to happen. When it happens, then it is there. It is there. So glad that you are doing in your own way in promoting this or wanting to share, because we want to share for ourselves. We're not here to change the world. I mean, I want to be clear. I mean, this is the first learning from Patriji. Not here to change the world, think that, oh, I'm the savior, this and that, right? We are naturally taking care of our larger self. We tend to look that way. I really, really mean that, and I look from that perspective, that I'm taking care of my larger self, or moving to that higher pleasure model of it, because we experience a lot more by doing what we're doing. We experience a lot more. So it's really that. So thank you for being the torchbearer. Yes. Yes, madam.
Morning, sir.
Good
Good
day.
morning.
How are your classes going?
Yes, sir. All going well. Today, I just wanted to share this. Generally, when you say, okay, now come out of it and put your hands on your eyes and come back, I was not aware of anything. I carried on in meditation. You would have said it. You would have started off with the discourse. I don't know where I was. I carried on in meditation, and by the time I got up and I realized where I am, I could feel the body is not there, or hands are not there, or feet are not there. That lightness I have felt earlier also. At the same time, generally when we finish meditation, I type thank you and everything, and then I listen with my eyes closed in the same position as I am meditating. Today, I was not aware of that also. And then I felt I must have missed some of your classes, points, this, that. But when I started listening, I felt I've heard all this before, though I haven't. But that feeling that I have, I've gone through it. So it little bit of clarity from your side, because it's a little confusing today. So I thought I'll ask you and I'll share this.
So you have gone into a deeper states today.
Yes, sir.
That's what it means. You've gone to the deeper states. But you heard, you know that you heard this before, because of course you would have heard in this through Buddha Siva or in another past lifetime. Why not?
Okay.
We all hear many things, right? Because it's not just knowledge from now, right? It is knowledge from, you would have read this some time ago, you don't even remember now. Maybe 20 years ago you would have read somewhere, right? That knowledge is related.
Yes.
And so then it feels like it's familiar. You feel it's very familiar to you, right?
Yeah, I think you are right, because when I read the book Autobiography of a Yogi, I was just 17. So I think there's so many things which keep coming back. And then by Lobsang Rampa,
Yes.
The Third Eye, and so many other books that I have read, Astral Travel, how his journey, Lobsang Rampa's, so many books I have read. But yes, I think that's what it must be. And I felt I have been familiar whatever you are saying, but generally also every day I'm sitting in that meditation position only with eyes closed and listening. So that was it.
So now that it comes back, now that those come back,
Yes, sir.
typically those come back for us to progress in those areas. Madam, go beyond body and mind. So go into these, go back and then read them again. The sooner we latch on to the energy field and then understanding of the experience of energy field, the more we enable ourselves and empower others. That's what's going to happen. When we empower ourselves, then empowering others happen naturally because of our vibration. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So yes, experience, you know, it are infinity. Any experience can happen. Every day I'm trying it, but then in some days only I have these deep experiences. It's all linked to many things. Our vasanas are there, our karmic balance are there. Basically, vasanas and karmic balance are nothing but all our past experiences that are there. Sum total of everything are sitting there. And so then they keep interfering. Their energy field, they're there. So they keep interfering into our thought. Right? They keep interfering into our intentions. Our intention says, I'm connecting, I'm experiencing bliss today. But then somewhere past, the desire, past vasana is said, okay, so please relax your body, because you also wanted a lot of times good sleep, which is not fulfilled enough yet. And so probably will go into sleep potentially, right? So they're there and they keep interfering. So how do we get over them is more practice, more knowledge. Jnana Agni Dagda Karmanam. Jnana Agni Dagda Karmanam. So the more all the karma, the past vasanas get dissolved in the fire of wisdom, Jnana Agni. So our path is this wisdom path. So the more we increase our understanding, the more and more all the past vasanas get dissolved. That means we no longer seek them to be fulfilled and completed here. They're no longer past to be further required to be fulfilled. So the more we increase the understanding, automatically that are pending to be finished, they'll dissolve one by one, one by one. An example, 10 years ago, if you start wanting to drive a BMW because you saw everything, just an example, right? But now, the more you understand, and then the more you transcend that experience in your mind and say, okay, there's no longer a desire. But otherwise, it's still there in the field as a pending one. But then it's no longer there. You cross over that.
Yeah, I wanted to say this. This thought was coming to my mind just now when you almost said it. I don't know how it will sound, sir, but then I feel I don't really feel like manifesting. I mean,
that's okay.
I,
That's your experience. Not everybody needs to have that. That's your experience. When you gain clarity about your purpose, then you will decide to do a level of manifestation that you want. It's a decision you'll make at that time too. To gain clarity of, there's always a purpose of doing something. And when you have that full clarity, then there is enough drive to achieve it, because that's the experience we move towards. And so then you'll also again decide at that point, what is the intensity of manifestation you want? Is it simpler intent? Tell me, are you intending today when you're teaching that people will come and then sit and then they stay with you? Are you intending or not intending?
it's happening by itself.
No, are you intending at all? A session is over. Next day, you're doing a session when you're running a program. Do you have some intention somewhere? Knowingly, unknowingly? Okay, so I think that all these people will come and sit with me. Is that happening?
Yeah, that happens automatically.
They're all intentions.
Yeah.
You're seeding intention and so then attracting things. Manifestation is seeding intention a little more strongly. Or rather, the 5 steps that I talked about, manifestation is seeding intention. That's the technical definition. Then the levels of seeding intention, that's all. Some are simply saying and leaving. Some are talking about it to some people. Some are now making a mind movie and then visualizing, dreaming. It's like different levels of it, that's all. But dreaming we all do. Go back and please contemplate how many times you dreamt about things. That's your manifestation, that's your visualization. Dreaming is visualization. Just go back.
It's more for others, I feel. It's more for people around.
Yeah, manifestation, I never said it's only about your personal.
Wishful thinking.
See, when we say manifestation, first thing people think is, oh, it is a material thing. Not at all. It is everything. When we talk about manifestation, oh, okay, this is house, this is car, it is materials for me. It's not at all. Do that manifestation for that thing that you're, because whatever that you're seeking, you want 1,000 people to come around and meditate with you. Do that. Why not? We dream about Buddhasya Quantum Foundation. We're not dreaming about an individual self here. It is so for individual self, because if that happens, I'll be the most happiest person. It is for me. I know it. Everything is ultimately for our own happiness, not for something else. When you recognize it that way, and manifestation is for anything. I want to know more about myself. What does it mean? If you have some more clarity around it, then it moves you towards reading a lot of books. You can visualize about it.
That I should
Why not?
read more.
So do it then. Put a manifestation around it so you'll read more.
Yeah.
Reading more will empower you to give that experience, knowledge to many people. They're going to come back and thank you. They'll say that, hey, you're just an amazing job. This solved my problem, this and that. Many experiences you'll go through. Put that as your visualization so that you'll end up reading a lot of books. You want to do it that way.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, friends. Have a wonderful day, and we'll meet back again at 6 o'clock. I think we should have a breakout room with a quick quick facilitator meeting. Right, friends? Facilitators will meet together in about 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.